Hey everybody, welcome to episode 2 of Dahlia with Streaming Rainbow, our Call of Cthulhu murder mystery fun times. Joined once again by my wonderful cast that we will have introduce themselves in just a second. One thing that I missed last time that I want to make sure we don't miss ever again is that the wonderful art is brought to you from GremlinFrogg Art. They work so hard. It is absolutely lovely. You'll see all of it at different times throughout this, but such an amazing experience. Use them for all your things. Their link tree will be in the description, as well as their tag on all the social things. Okay, before I get to torture y'all for a bit, let's go around and introduce ourselves. We'll start backwards from what we did last time. So, Teddy, you start.
Alrighty, what a privilege. Hello, my name is Teddy. I usually go by Teddy last name on the internets, and I am playing Tony Bava. He's an old school, kind of classic noir era private investigator.
Keon.
Hello, hi, I am Keon. I go by Brother Keon across all of the internets, and I will be playing Chauvet. They use any and all pronouns as long as you call them. That doesn't matter. But I think the most important thing about them is just don't ask where they hide the bodies.
Heather.
Hey, I'm Heather. I go by Midnight Hather all over social media. I am playing Lorelei Clay, an eccentric antiquarian who collects weird occult things and is slowly going insane. So that's fun.
Taylor.
Hi, I'm Taylor, aka Smokey Taylor. I'm a Black Friday content creator, and I'll be playing your good old librarian, Adrian Brandy.
Last but never least, Meadow.
Howdy, I'm Meadow, and I will be playing Nyx, your sassy, scarred, once aspiring starlet, now speakeasy businesswoman, girl boss CEO, CEO, but in the 20s.
Yeah. With her best friend, the smile.
No.
Let's start with all of my friends in the car. Give me a spot hidden.
I hate this so much already. I hate this. I've never hated anything more.
For a second, I was like, where the fuck are my dice? I was trying to roll on screen. I was like, there's no rolls on screen.
I've never been more happy to not be in a vehicle.
Okay, my spot hidden.
You're definitely safe.
Oh, my spot hidden's pretty good.
Was it pretty good?
Or was it pretty bad?
Was it pretty good?
Pretty great.
Or,
It sounds like.
Feels like 100.
Give me one.
God damn it.
92.
Okay, so my spot hidden is a 55. And I rolled a 56. Can I spend a sanity point to just like weasel that down a little bit? Can I squinch down under that little line there?
Oh my
with
God.
sanity?
You can with a cost, yeah.
Oh.
It's up to you.
What's 1 point?
You know what? I think this is wearing on her sanity, so she would be willing to do it at any cost. Yeah, I'm gonna wiggle under that line.
Okay, sounds good.
I got a 5 out of 28, so a very good success. If I do say so myself.
That's great. I love it. Adrian?
I got 5 out of 90.
Hell, okay. And Tony?
I got a 95 out of a lot lower than that.
Which is okay, because you're focusing on the road
Driving.
itself. right?
Exactly.
Driving.
Yeah. It's actually good that I bombed this.
Yeah, there are very few laws at this time on the road, I'm sure. Like, you're focusing in.
Yeah.
The three of you who are, kind of sitting in the back of this old bootlegger car, right? Meadow, you're probably, like, searching through parts of it. And you just hear, it seems we're being watched. Look out the back. And you kind of slowly turn as you see Adrian and Lorelei. You lock eyes on a car that has been slowly following you. And you see Tony, like, take a turn, and then this car slowly come up and take a turn. He takes another one and kind of very slowly and intently following along.
I think we're being followed.
Yeah.
Huh? Well, by who?
A car. there's no, I guess, distinct markings on it. It's not like it's a cop car. I mean, it could be a cop car. They did say that that we were going to be under surveillance and everything like that. But yes, car. I don't know if you know how to drive fast, but we should probably book it.
I lose them, Jack.
I want to look in the rear view or in one of the side mirrors. Can I see the car following us? What does it look like?
Yeah, you take some time. It is a blacked out Rolls-Royce Phantom that is following along at a decent distance. Like you can't really make out like the person's face in the car behind you or anything like that, but you do see two figures that are in the front seat of it.
Okay. I am used to driving in a city with streets a lot more narrow and messed up than Los Angeles. So I want to go ahead and try and run some kind of, just flooring it a little bit and kind of weaving through traffic, trying to lose them in traffic, cutting through streets. Yeah. Where are we in LA right now?
So y'all are, like, if we think of the library is fairly central LA overall at this time. Y'all are probably more on like the valley side.
Okay.
Kind of the northeast heading down towards central.
Okay, cool. Then yeah, I want to go ahead and try and lose them.
I forget you were in LA, so you know.
With my driving. Yeah, I know some of these places.
roll me just an idea check.
Okay. What am I trying to roll under here? What skill am I rolling under?
Which is 40. Your idea up top.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. Just to see how well you can kind of map out a route in your head.
That is an 88, my friend.
Okay.
Can I push it?
Yeah, I'll allow you to push that.
What's gonna happen?
If you fail this push, you're probably going to end up at a route that leads you towards like a dead end. You'll have to figure your way out.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and that is another critical failure. That's a 44.
Oh, that was so close. So you start going down a couple of alleys, and you're absolutely certain that this is a way to lose the people following you. They go down these alleys as well. And eventually you start to speed up slightly as you get confident that you can lose them. You see them speed up, and you see one of them lean out of the car and begin to shoot at your car. And they hit the back of the car, they hit one of the tires, and this causes you to really veer over into an alley that you didn't know construction was happening on, and are currently stuck at the end of an alley that is blocked off by a cement mixer.
I shout to everybody else in the car, keep your heads down! And I kind of duck down. I'm doing evasive driving, trying to back up into this alley, but I kind of veer the car into the alley, and I want to kind of when we get into the alley, I would like to turn the car so that we are the driver's side door is facing out towards the alley, so we're sort of side-walled. Okay. In case we need to pull out or kind of get everybody out of the car more evasively.
Yeah. About that time, as the car starts spinning, you hear the back windshield absolutely shatter as a bullet rips through it as you guys duck down. And there are a couple more shots ring out. What would you like to do?
Why are they shooting?
Listen, I don't know everybody. I don't know if any of you have any experience in situations like this, but keep your heads down. Keep your wits with you. Who's got a gun on him? I got a gun. You got a gun? Good. All right, you're going to have to use that. All right.
I'm gripping the seats of my precious car that I just reunited with. And
you did. So oddly enough, you are the much better driver of the group.
I am, and we didn't even get to have that conversation.
We can have it. We can have it shortly.
Well, currently the driver is not occupying the driving seat.
Yeah, I think Nix is gonna have a hard time letting go of her baby for a second time. So the second you start shimmying out of the way to get everyone to safety, she's just gonna slide into that driver's seat and go, "Oh, Mama, miss you, honey. All right, let's make some money." And she's gonna immediately try and whip the car, start to throw it into a certain gear to get it to start sending out the steam, like to start burning some rubber to obscure us first, so that any shots that are happening don't like hit us with impunity, and then it's going to try and make like the smoothest little whoop, 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 like 3-point turn to face us towards the outside of the alleyway.
Okay, yeah, roll drive.
Okay, this is the only thing I'm good at. I really shouldn't have said that as I was picking up the dice.
Meanwhile, Lorelai and Tony, if y'all want to return fire at all, this is a moment to be able to.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
If I'm being shot at, I'm going to shoot them.
Yeah, go ahead and roll while, Nix, what did you get on your...
I got a 34 under 60.
Okay, yeah, good. You begin to kind of spin the tires around to kick up all just the dirt and gravel that's in the area, burn some of the rubber, and have kind of that smoky, foggy sense around the car. As bullets begin to kind of rip through that from potentially both directions. Tony and Lorelai, what did you roll?
A 40 out of 45, so just a slight success.
Okay, a success nonetheless. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Mine was
Actually-
a failure.
I gotta figure out how much handgun damage.
How much did you fail by, Teddy?
By 5.
Okay. I'll say that you're able to shoot and you actually hit the car itself, but you don't feel like you did any damage to them or to the car, but you didn't like wildly miss overall.
Okay. The bullet went in the general direction.
Yeah.
Handguns.
You feel more confident in being able to hit your next one if you know it came to it.
Gotcha.
We said this one. We said this was a
It should
Luger,
be
right?
a D6, I believe.
Is it a D6? Oh, 22 short automatic.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're doing. Yeah, it is a D6. I hope I kill someone.
Jeez.
Fingers crossed.
Damn it! It's a 2.
Okay. You don't.
Plus, wait, damage. Do I get a
What's
damage,
your damage bonus? Your damage bonus is 0.
Wow, that's lame.
It's because it's
Strength and size. I'm too weak and small. But you know what? 2 is better than none.
I don't know why the damage bonus applies to firearms, anyways.
That's stupid. I should get more.
Still, this is in the middle of Meadow, burning out the rubber, doing this sort of 3-point turn, and begins to take off. And as you guys are passing by, you let out a couple shots. In this moment, when you're aiming down and shooting, you do see one of the figures that came in and talked to you at the station earlier. One of the people in big dark suits. And you shoot them directly in the shoulder, and you see them kind of wince and kind of hold their arm and get down in their car and wait for a second as Nix, you just burn out of this alley back onto a main road and down towards the library. Everyone roll another spot hidden.
It's a 99. I have failed every. I'm gonna throw these dice away.
Yeah, get new dice. 15, so a decent success.
6.
Okay.
What happens if, by some happenstance, I roll the exact number of my stat?
That passes. Meets it, beats it type
Oh,
thing.
thank God. Okay,
Yeah.
well, that's what happened. Thank goodness that you didn't say anything bad.
You don't have to give up anything this time to pass.
Great. Love that for me.
You do see kind of slowly and eventually the car come out of the alleyway behind you guys. But because of how well you rolled for your drive auto, you are able to like weave in and out of traffic. And it seems that they've somewhat lost the team at this point as Nix is weaving in and out of traffic heading down into like more central LA now.
Just so you know, it was surprise police. It was someone from the station. I think they were mad after we yelled at them. And they made bets about us failing, which means that if we are out of the picture, I guess if they shoot us, someone wins a bet, which is kind of terrible.
That's very bad for a couple of bucks. So like Agent Shanna like straightened up, sitting up in the front seat after all the thing, fixing their glasses.
This is rude.
And we'll fade from that to Chavez. You No. Why not? You were just gathering poison for the mayor's daughter.
I'm safe where I am.
Sure. Where are you right now?
Chauvet has just pulled out a couple of their prized poisons and are just heading towards the back, just getting things together for this occasion. That's all. Nothing outlandish, just a testing.
Okay. You are in the back and you hear kind of the bell above the front door ring as it opens.
Can y'all not read the sign? Baby, we're closed.
Oh, that's strange. And he kind of reaches over and flips the sign to say open. I must have just misunderstood.
So you just come in here doing whatever you want. Okay.
Yeah.
And walks towards the front, wipes their hand. How may I help you?
Hi, I am from the city. And I believe, and he kind of whips out a document that is the, what's it called? Like title for the space itself, like for your building that shows your ownership. I believe that I don't know what happened to the file, but it seems that you might be running illegal business out of your building. Is that correct? We got an anonymous tip to come and investigate.
Interesting. Now, as you can see, all I do here is serve baked goods. I don't understand anything about an illicit business here, and this is the second time that I have been accused by this city of doing something that I would have no business having my hands in. Only thing I have my hands in is flour.
Yeah, certainly that is all. Listen, we need you to play ball. Okay?
I don't see a ball for me to play with.
Adorable. He'll kind of reach over the counter and like grab a random good.
Excuse me?
And just kind of take a bite.
Oh, so you have no home training.
They're
Interesting.
just pretty good overall. I will say, I do see kind of what some of the buzz might be about.
Thank you. Now, honestly, if you would like some, I can go ahead and box you up a few and you can go on about your merry way.
You know, the thing is, Chauvet.
Yes. What is your name,
Should
sir?
you decide, we'll get to that at some point. Should you decide to not come to your senses and, you know, help out the good guys, we could certainly just box you up as well.
Oh, like
if that is what's necessary.
Didn't you already try and box me up and pin something on me that clearly I had no business in? I'm just very confused on what this is all about, sir. If this is just because you want a couple boxes of donuts or like muffins for your friends down there at the station, we can make that happen. But
has nothing to do with my friends. It has everything to do with yours.
I don't really have friends.
Oh, you don't? Nyx, that weird play girl, somehow even weirder librarian.
Now, when I said I don't have friends, I was not specifically talking.
Oh, but you don't have friends, so you don't really care about what might happen to them then if they're not your friends. Is that fair to say?
Sir, are you threatening people that I happen to care about?
Don't make threats, make promises.
Interesting.
And I promise you this. You'll
Nyx
see this place
like,
burn.
You will do what to my establishment, sir?
You'll see it burn if you don't simply give us what we want.
Okay. And what is it exactly do you want? Are they blueberry scones? An apple fritter, maybe? I don't particularly...
A speakeasy owner.
Those are a dime a dozen, honey.
One with a scar. one who disassociates every so often, kind of stares off into space into the corner.
Do I recognize this person?
Roll. What would you roll for that? There's something you would roll for that. Look at your.
Or at least like the line of questioning here.
Roll a spot hidden or listen, one of the two. I'll let you choose. Listen would probably be more apt if you're looking at their line of questioning.
Yeah, I'll go with listen. That is a 14 under 75, so that is an
Jesus
extreme
Christ.
success.
This is very similar to the line of questioning that you got while being held at the station itself, right? They want you to sell out Nyx because they believe that Nyx is something that they would refer to as a marked one. Someone who can, from your understanding, have some sort of communication with something. And they know, you're not sure how they know, that you can somewhat pick up and sense that. And a lot of this line of questioning you remember the person, as you think back to it now, who was interviewing you, had that sort of like shepherd's crook tattoo on their wrist.
Oh, as this remembrance is coming over Chavez, they kind of like smile. Actually, you know what? Give me 1 sec. And they start like rummaging through like through the back, looking for like a little box. I'm gonna go ahead and get you some things ready to go, so you can go ahead and take this back to your friend who was questioning me earlier and relay the same message that I gave him then. I do not know what you are questioning nor talking about. If I did, I would be more than happy to oblige and help you out. But I don't like people coming in here and attacking people I care about or expecting me to be a sellout or a stool pigeon and creating false narratives. That's not what we do. Like I said, if I knew anything, I would definitely help you. But I do not.
Honesty might be a great policy. Honesty gets you nowhere in this world.
I have given you nothing but honest feedback since you so rudely walked into my establishment, sir. Mind you, you also just stole from me. So unless you are prepared to pay for what you just ate, I think it's time for you to go.
You put it on the mayor's tab, and he'll open the door and walk out.
Shit.
And about that time, you guys arrive at the library. What would you like to do? As you park and begin to walk up the steps that lead to this really ornate building as a whole for the time, large oak doors that seal in the library and the sound from kind of the outside world.
So as we're walking in, Tony says, "Listen, do we know for sure those were the cops that were shooting at us? I mean, a blacked out vehicle, 2 shadowy men in black. I'm not saying that I would put it past the boys down at the station, but they lack a certain initiative to maybe do something like that. All I'm saying is if we see him again, maybe we take a look at it. I don't know if those crook fellows, those shepherd's crook fellows that you folks were telling me about, if maybe they're connected."
I absolutely think they're connected. And with enough money per the Rolls Royce, it's a very expensive vehicle. I'm going to say, people will do a lot of things for money. So let's just say this, because I think it's a very credible thing, that they're connected.
Well, is there? We're at the library now. I'm not much of a reader or anything, but if there was anything about this this fertility goddess or whatever it was you folks were telling me about that might be linking these two, or if that has anything to do with anything, then I don't know.
All you see in the back is Nyx's legs like kicking as her body is like halfway in the passenger seat as she's like rummaging around in the glove compartment, and she comes out with glasses that are like this huge and a scarf from her old driving days in this car, and she goes, "Well, I don't care about you guys, but I'm getting inside. They're looking for us. They're going to find us if you don't start disguising yourselves. Put something on, a cloak, a hood, something. Cover your eyes, for God's sakes." And she's going to like rush into the library like this to not be seen or spotted further. And then as soon as she's in, she's like, okay, safe at last. Now, point me in your goddess subject direction. Which one is that?
Oh, that would be. Oh, Adrian. Hey. Hi.
Hey, hi. It's to the left over here.
It seems like you got it covered.
And she's just gonna like turn on her heel. You just hear the tapping of her heels on the tile floor as she rushes over to like the religious section, the secular section, looking for specific books on fertility goddesses or goddesses in general that may have like offerings or rituals similar to what we've seen go on so far.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Adrian would follow behind to help out.
Okay, great.
I'm thinking back to our very first introductions, and I'm trying to remember. I think Lorelai, I don't think she put the books away. I think she took them home.
She did.
The ones she was working on, which have at least the one. So like everyone's starting to walk, and Lorelai's just sitting here going, wait a minute. I think I took this all home. I mean, there could be more books, but hey, wait. She's going to chase after them. Wait.
Yeah. As you chase after, you slam into another body that is standing there that you weren't paying attention to. And all these flyers go everywhere, and you see that they're flyers for Elizabeth Short's upcoming funeral. And you look up and you see the Reverend for a moment before he really gathers up papers, covers his face, and bolts out of the library.
Okay, that was weird, but also, I'm gonna have to deal with that too.
And she's just going to just keep heading towards everyone.
Yeah. The flyers slowly all fade down. A couple of them like cascade in front of your vision as you kind of look over and dart through the books. Everyone, I'll allow Adrian, since you're helping, whoever wants to roll library use can do so with advantage. Which advantage is reroll the 10s dice. So out of Adrian and Nyx, one of you two can, and then.
How's your house? I was about to say, who's got the higher library use?
Oh, probably you. I've seen a book 3 times,
And one had alcohol in it.
Yeah, carving out stuff for flasks. I was just going to do my best because it seems urgent. I have never read more than 6 sentences in a row.
Right.
And it's on a bottle. It's fine.
it's the ingredients.
Because Adrian, you can roll me a library use with advantage.
9.
Jesus.
Incredible. Mine would have been 99.
Through, and you
Never read a book a day.
like, you remember that first time Lorelai had like gone to the section and found some books, and then you kind of remember that the next day someone had checked back in a book that was over a similar topic, and you're able to grab that and look at it. And as you guys poke through, it doesn't take nearly as long as you might have thought it would have to find what you're looking for, mostly because you have a librarian to use. There are a lot of the things point back to what seems to be in a lot of different religions, kind of that sort of like founding family feel of it, right? Of like, who were the first? Who started all of it? And you keep seeing the name Lilith pop up in a lot of different books and a lot of different texts. And then it speaks of the daughters of Lilith, these manifestations that are similar to her. And then you keep seeing the same name over and over again of Alora, which at that time, Lorelai kind of pipes in and reminds you like that is what we were talking about before. And then you start to see this connection of all these different religions have variations of Lilith, variations of Alora, like same sort of name, but maybe little different things added on for regional dialect, all those sorts of things. And you keep seeing the name attached to it of the father's side of it being a name Elias. Over
Wait a damn minute.
and over.
Wait a damn minute. It's the guy from the billboards.
And you see a lot of the things around him are about a shepherd with his flock. He is overwatching his flock, his people. He's guiding them with a shepherd's staff. All those sorts of things, both biblical references, extra biblical, like all these different religions have the same sort of thing and they all coalesce to here.
Once again, I was right. It's all connected. So this Elias guy, well, there is a guy named Elias here who's been really creepy. In general, all of this happening, Shepherd's Crook, fertility goddess, Lilith, is he just trying to find his family again?
What? Sorry, I don't read. Go ahead and say that to me one more time and give it to me like I have never read a book.
So they're all connected, they're family, but like going really, 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 really far back. You have mom and dad. But like it's really powerful because like goddess and I guess a guy, but I don't know if he's trying to like find his great grandmother, or he's got a weird infatuation and he's trying to summon a wife.
From out of his daughter?
Sure. I mean, maybe they're trying to get the spirit out or bring her back. I don't know. It's very weird.
Roll a cult. You're trying to piece all this together.
Is there a way?
Strings are stringing,
The strings
but in a
be
weird,
stringing.
but in a weird way.
Is there a way I can assist? My cult's pretty high.
I'll let you just roll separately to come up with your own idea as Laura is stringing all this.
Ooh, that's a 71 out of 40. I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
10 out of 65.
If you push it and fail, which you already rolled, so you're gonna go into a sort of, it's one of those things of like you comprehend too much and you're gonna go into sort of a catatonic state for a bit.
I love that because that's an 83 out of 20. Let me go catatonic.
You are the strings. It is all coming together. You're piecing them together. You have your Pepe Sylvia map up behind you in your mind. And you guys see Lorelai just go and talk and talk and talk, and then blood start pulling out of their nose. A little bit actually comes out from one of their tear ducts, and they just stop talking and are staring off at just a basic map of LA slowly bleeding onto the floor. Adrian, you have your own idea at this moment, and you kind of ignore Lorelai for a hot second as you think through how oftentimes there's a sort of exchange that happens in any sort of ritual, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have to give something to hopefully get something back from it.
Yeah.
And it begins to kind of piece together of if I give a soul, I can get a soul.
Gotcha. Adrian's gears are turning, and it's just like, well, there in certain rituals, like when I read books and stuff, like you sacrifice like a virgin, and then you can like bring back a demon or something like that. So maybe it's something like that, like it's just give a life to get a life.
So then the question becomes: are they going to try it? Are they going to kill somebody again? Was the sacrifice, this first woman who was killed, was that not successful? now this Elias fella is gonna try and go after another person, or what's going on with that?
That's my guess. Is this ritual didn't go correctly, or she didn't meet the criteria of what the ritual's supposed to be?
Well, then I guess we got to figure out what makes somebody a better sacrifice.
Was there more in the book that Agent could pick out about like what's the perfect sacrifice?
You rolled so freaking well. So it does talk about that sort of like, a lot of the imagery is like someone who's blameless, someone who's pure, someone who's all of this is your typical go-to, because it's one of those things of a lot of beliefs have of every time you do something, a piece of your soul splits off, right? And you leave pieces of you everywhere as you go throughout life. And so if you find somebody who's mostly whole, mostly together, it's a better bang for your buck, essentially.
Gotcha. But then Adrian be like, well, I guess the sacrifice wasn't pure, she puts in quotation marks. So someone that's probably close to like religion and stuff like that probably be the next best route.
Okay. Well, there's that religious fellow in town that you ran. Wait, you bleeding? You okay over there?
There's no answer from Lorelai. Locked in.
I was like, the agent finally looks over the book. Oh my God, Lorelai.
She's getting blood on your book.
Blood. Okay.
Blood.
And she's gonna go bam, and she just like rip up her scarf.
Just wait
and
to
just
wake up.
Yeah, trying
There's
to
a
snap
stinging
her out of
sensation
it.
on your face all of a sudden as you come back.
Ow. And that's what you get for wigging out on us.
Wait, what?
Hey, Adrian, he has a tissue. You should wipe the blood off your face. You just thinking a little too hard.
Oh,
Bright red.
damn. Well, that's never happened before.
Try and see to it that won't happen again.
Yeah.
It usually happens to me when I think too hard.
Okay.
Yeah,
and this is why I don't read books.
Books is dangerous.
Books make you bleed.
Don't read, kid.
Books will make you bleed and think too hard.
About this time, you hear a familiar voice to some of you from behind, introduced as Olivia from Davenport's, kind of runs up and gives you kind of a quick hug. Each of you is like, hey, I am so glad that Chavez just sent me here from the bakery. He said that you guys, I think we're going to be down here for a bit. Do y'all need anything? I brought some croissants.
And she grabs the croissants and goes, actually, Liv, we were just wrapping up here. Is Chavez going to be at the bakery for much longer?
I think so. He said he was potentially getting ready on like a special order or something. She didn't say much about it.
Don't you worry your pretty little head. Why don't you run out there and hit the town? You never paint the town red. I know you. You've got some dancing feet. Look at those shoes. Get on out there and go treat yourself. You know what? Here's $20. And she's going to just give her money to get her out of the way because she's not going to wait very long until she turns around to the rest of the group and goes, we got to tell them that there's going to be a murder. So she's trying to get her out of there because she's intent on getting the
$20 will do that.
back. Oh, hell yeah.
And this time,
right? It goes a long way. It goes a long way. I said the whole town red, girl.
and then murder. Got it.
Immediately
Cool.
is gone.
So I'm going to let everyone else gather their things up, but I'm going to go, listen, I'm going to go stay by the car, make sure the wheels stay hot. As soon as you're ready, get down here. We're going to head to the bakery. As soon as we get to the bakery, we're going to tell Chavez exactly what we know. As soon as Chavez knows what we know, then we're going to investigate deeper and know new things. Do we need anything else?
No.
She
Don't
takes
think
a
so.
big swig out of the flask and goes tip-tapping towards the car.
Silent library. echoing through the hall. Okay. Do we all head out? Do we gather up anything before we go?
Yeah, Adrian asked the rest of the group, is there any more books I should grab for the road?
I think they're all at my house.
Oh.
But you know what? This one has enough. If we need to go back to my place, we'll do that later. I think we need to get Chave like in the know.
I'll grab a vehicle book.
Those are the ones with the
How to drive 101.
I was like,
Tony, you gathering up anything before you go?
No, I take a newspaper from a newspaper rack at the front of the library and kind of put that inside my my coat pocket.
Okay. Yeah. Do you read it all?
I take a glance at the front page.
Okay. There is a headline about 5 new investigators brought in to help the LAPD solve the Dahlia case.
I read that and I immediately, the dread of knowing that the press is already on this just sinks into my very being, and I let out a deep sigh, and then I step out of the library.
You step out, y'all all get into the vehicle, and we begin to drive away. Roll spot hidden.
I was about to say, I definitely have my gun out, ready to shoot somebody if needed.
Yeah.
Like the back window shot out, and Lorelai's like,
It is already gone. Yeah.
These spot hiddens are testing my patience. Again, spot hidden
Did you
is
get a
like
55
55. I got a 52. Like it's
We're
playing
slowly
like
going down
double
in it, though.
with my failures, and I don't like that. I'm getting very nervous.
I see a 62 in my future. I see nothing.
Okay.
A 31 success finally.
Hey,
It's all the blood loss.
Adrian.
3.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
So I switched dice today. That's a great one.
Switch them back.
No,
You're doing too good. Put 'em away.
no, this is a great dice.
Okay. You begin to kind of pull away. Adrian, as you guys are pulling away, you spot him first. Tony, you eventually, and Meadow, you kind of look up in the background and you see the same black car pull in to the library and park. And you see 2 big figures get out of it and kind of sprint up the steps. But you get the sense that because you weren't held up from Olivia, you were able to push them out of the way, that the timing worked for you to get away before they noticed that you had left it all. At that point, Tony, you also see Quincy Yarborough, the reporter, walking up the steps behind, not with them, but kind of coinciding time-wise into there. And then you see them turn around and throw him down the steps of the library and then go in.
I make no comment on those guys just throwing Quincy around like that. Do they look from, I'm guessing we're too far away to notice if like the clothes that they're wearing, if their clothes are marked or in any specific way, or if they have any kind of like insignia or anything that might.
It's very much like from a distance, you can't tell. It's just a black suit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. You get the sense that it is one of those ones where you look at it, you're like, that's a finely tailored, that's a nice suit, right? Like you're able to pick that up overall, but there's nothing that stands out as you're driving away.
Okay. Yeah. I say, well, it looks like we just barely dodged those goons that were following us. Yeah, and there's nothing else we can really do at this point.
Right now, other than you do know that they did show up to the library as well.
Yeah.
They're
on our trail, but we're a little bit ahead.
As you make your way to Davenport's. It'll take a bit to get there, but eventually you guys pull in front. There is a sign in front that says closed currently. But what would you like to do?
I want to get out of the car and immediately get on my hands and knees on the ground. And I'm going to start searching the car for any type of device that looks foreign to me, like a tracker.
Okay. Roll spot hidden.
What is that? Nope, that's really, really bad. So I'd love to flavor why this is the failure that I'm getting.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get out of the car, and the potency of the moonshine that I had hidden away in different compartments in the car that I've been swigging on. This was way back before I had really hit my stride with like refinement and with understanding balance in moonshine or in gin or whatever. So this is like pure blue flame, 128 proof. No, like I could just pour this into the car and we could drive all night. So I see as soon as I get out of the car, I'm like, well, I'm going to check for trackers. And then I'm just like on the ground. Instead of being on my hands and knees looking for the tracker, I'm on my hands and knees because the world is a little like this.
Yeah.
And I can't really focus on finding anything.
No.
Are you drunk?
Me? Yeah.
Oh no. Okay.
Chavez, you hear a car park and then you hear Nick's, me? Yeah. Because they're much louder than they think they probably are.
Are you drunk? Yes.
Chavez is going to run towards the front door, swing it open. What the? Now, Nix, why are you on
There he is! Get over here! And she's gonna get to her feet and go and give you a hug.
Are you drunk?
Yep.
Yes.
Listen, Jack, only in the ways that matter. I got news for you. Let's talk inside. And she's gonna stumble past you into the bakery.
All right. Yeah. Y'all get inside. Hurry up now. And as everybody comes in, can I see if there is anybody watching us right now?
Roll spot hidden.
Okay.
May you not roll the 98 I rolled on mine.
Surprise. That's what he ends up rolling.
You said a 98?
Yeah, I rolled a 98.
All right, cool, great. I didn't do that, but I did roll a 58.
Okay, which is a success.
pass for me.
Yeah. You let them in and you kind of peek your head out and look both ways. And like as you're about to close the door, you see a figure that's been leaned up against kind of a light pole smoking, like intently watching, immediately put out their cigarette and begin to walk to like one of the standing police phone boxes.
Fuck him up. Fuck him up.
Chavez is going to see that. How far away is he?
I would say like across the street and over a little bit, probably 45, 50 feet away.
Okay. Going to swiftly close the door, lock it, start rolling down like the blinds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I just want everybody to know that this, I guess there's been somebody waiting for you all to come back here because there's someone right now calling probably their friends, the cops. And why the fuck is the back of your car blown out?
The cops.
Listen, that's a lot of questions. And I'm not sure if those are the right answers, Jack. So,
Okay.
what I can say is this. Someone's gonna birth a god. And
What?
bad would be bad.
We believe.
Looks at everybody else.
We
What has she?
believe.
No. It's a long story. Adrian,
ritual
get him caught up.
Basically, like a whole religion sacrifice is happening that they need to have like basically a pure person that they have to kill to rebirth a different life.
That's what I said.
No.
Looks at the detective like, what have they been drinking?
I'm sober, by the way.
I'm also sober.
Oh, so this is real. What you're
Yeah.
telling me is okay. Okay.
Don't let my vehicle books fool you.
Interesting. Time to start reading up on cars and motor vehicles, but fair. Okay. So one murder wasn't enough for them?
Apparently, they thought that she was pure, but she probably was never pure.
Okay. What is the when you say pure, What
I'm
do
gonna
you-
assume virgin sacrifice.
Okay, so I am safe. All right. Lovely.
I tell you what, I love the way it smells in here.
Oh, thank you. That's the
Always have fresh bread. And she reaches into her cleavage and pulls out one of the croissants from Olivia's box and just starts eating it.
You want butter for that?
Yeah. Were you trying to warm it
Hit
up?
me.
We're trying to warm it up.
Takes a little pouch and pull out the butter she stole from the party.
goes back into the back. Oh my God. Bring some water and hands it to Nyx like, darling, I'm going to need you to drink some of this to get whatever that is inside of you out.
You got it. And she's going to chug it and then look very disappointed and go, you gave me water?
Yes, honey. You have been shot at and you are drunk. You are a liability right now.
You know what? That's right. That's true. Let me put my head on straight. And she's going to try and like chug the water and then realize she's already chugged to the water and is going to just like instead stand up really straight because that's sober. And that's all she's got. That's the best she's got.
Perfect.
Okay. So if they are looking to find someone pure for this sacrifice of theirs, how are we going to, what are we going, why are we being framed for it? Any ideas?
Lux, while they're having that conversation, sorry, can I look out the front door of the building and see if that guy is still at the phone booth?
Yeah, for sure. Go for it.
Okay. Do I need to roll anything, or do I just see him out on the street?
Since Chave had mentioned that he was out there, you don't need to. You kind of peek out and you look directly at the police box itself, and you see him kind of finishing up his conversation and hanging up the phone, and then going back towards the light post to lean up on it again.
Okay.
Lights up another cigarette and just kind of sits there.
Can I take a second to look a little bit closer and make sure that he's by himself?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a 12.
12. You see his eyes every so often will dart and look for a hot second towards like a alley that is next to Davenport's.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see him like clearly recognize something or get something, kind of nod, and then go back to smoking and leaning on the pole. And this probably happens every few minutes or so.
Okay. I look back towards the group and I say, listen, if I'm not back in 5 minutes, then come looking for me across the street. I'll be right back.
So, Chave, I actually shot a guy. Tony, do you need me to shoot another guy if you don't come back?
Listen, if you want to post up at the door and keep eyes, then please, by all means. But I don't expect too much trouble.
Preferably do not shoot outside of my establishment. I'm already under enough hot water as it is.
Got it.
Thank you. So go down two stores down to Clayton's. Shoot from there.
Oh, I love Clayton's. Oh, man.
Nyx, we need to have a talk later.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Tony, you make your way out and across the street, I assume?
Yeah.
I want towards him.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk straight up to him. What does he look like? What is he doing?
He has on like a plaid kind of tweed jacket with the elbow patches, long tie, kind of dirty looking slacks right now. Like he looks like he's trying to look put together, but definitely isn't. Maybe kind of a step up from how you put yourself together, right?
Okay.
But he very clearly does have, like, underneath his jacket, you can see the little bit of a badge poking out from underneath. And he's kind of leaned up against, smoking a cigar. Balding head with a pretty like Tom Selleck style mustache going down.
Okay. I walk up to him, and you had mentioned before I do have a badge from Scope, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I take my badge out and I flash it in his face, and I say, "So what's the score here, buddy? What's going on?"
Just making sure that you guys is doing the work you're supposed to be doing. That's all.
Okay. And did the chief, did he put you up to this, or?
I'll take a big puff and kind of blow it right in your face.
I immediately, as soon as he does that, that is a bridge too far. I have a condition. I want to hold my breath as I see him do it, and I am going to punch him in the gut.
Okay, yeah. Roll that brawl check.
Can I push it?
You can push it. If you push it, you're going to completely miss and punch the pole and potentially like break your hand.
Okay. Just remember, I'm watching. I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go. Just.
Okay. That is a success.
Okay. Like in the moment you're worried about missing because he just blew this in, you like feel a coughing attack coming on, but you land a solid punch right into his stomach, which go ahead and roll your damage, which is D3 plus damage bonus.
Do I have a D?
Just roll a D6 and
that's right. Yeah. Literally every single time I ever see D3, my brain is like, how do you?
Actually, I have a 3D print file for D3, so I mean, maybe I just need to print one.
Fuck?
Oh.
And just have it on hand.
If you punch somebody, it's a D3. So.
Damn. You know what? I'm making Call of Cthulhu dice, and one will have a D3 in it.
Hell yeah. Okay, that is a 3.
3. Okay. Solid bit of
plus my damage bonus, right?
Is a D4?
Yes, that's a D4. Okay, that's a 1.
So 4 total points of damage?
Yes.
Nice. You give him like a solid gut check, and you see him immediately keel over and like put his hand up on the pole, drop the cigarette, and like cough out all of what he had just like ingested smoke wise. And it takes him
cigarette,
a solid minute.
Yeah. The cigarette, when he drops it, I immediately like stamp it out underneath my shoe. And I like go and I put a hand on his shoulder and I like kind of pick him up a little bit. Kind of stand him back up. I dust him back down a little bit, make sure he's a little bit better put together. And I say, listen, you're doing a good job here. You're doing a good job. Keep watch. I appreciate it. And I go to keep walking back across the street.
Yeah. And you hear him kind of like take a second and then turn around and just hurl all over the side of the like crosswalk that's there. The little bit of grass is, I mean, that's like half of his health in a gut punch. So he is just keeled over for a bit. And then as you're walking back, you see like another officer kind of jog over and kind of pat him on the back and like help him stand up again. That was coming from the alley between Chavez and the next building over.
Okay. I walk back into Chavez and I'm like, guy across the street's not going to be a problem. It'll be fine.
Punched him.
Oh, you punched him?
Well, listen, I take certain things personally, and if a man is going to disrespect me to my face, then he needs to be put in his place. You understand? People have conditions. People have medical conditions. It's not right. It's not right to push on those buttons.
Honestly,
Here.
valid.
All right. So did the four of yous did we figure out who the next they're looking for a virgin or something?
The mayor's daughter.
No.
They did take. I mean, okay. So like marriage, she's getting married to that one guy, much older. I mean, honestly, it makes sense.
Just to be clear, y'all never met her fiance.
Yeah.
He was not at the party.
Yeah. Okay.
He was not at the party.
Okay. Because I remember she looked at someone like very disgusted.
She looked at Elias Winsborough very disgusted.
That's who it was. That guy.
But
there's an older gentleman involved.
The fiance.
There's an older gentleman involved somewhere.
He was mysteriously absent.
Yeah, weird. Yeah. So I assume, based on the weird party that we were at, it's the mayor's daughter.
But didn't you say that he was also in on this?
Yeah, but I mean, if you
sacrifice his own
for power, yeah.
Well,
So, question is, do we have access to warn this woman of her impending sacrificial situation, or how are we going to proceed here? I have some very limited connections I can call on, but I don't have too much information when it comes to the mayor or the mayor's daughter or anything like that.
I got it.
Okay, let's hear it.
She gets up and she walks out of the bakery. I would like to go across the street to the phone booth.
Mhm.
And I need to call the like concierge desk of like the bottom floor of where I live and see if any calls have come through for me. On the night of the party, I didn't feel safe enough to tell her to reach out to me, the mayor's daughter, but I slipped her my card and said if she ever felt like she was uncomfortable or in danger, she could reach out. And so I'm going to see if she has called me since the news of the murder broke. I haven't been back home. So I'm going to see if there's any news waiting for me that would give us an in into how to contact her.
For sure. Yeah. So you dial through, you get the operator who patches you over to the building to have the receptionist pick up. And they pick up. Hi, how can I help you?
It's me.
Oh, Miss Calhoun. Yes, I haven't seen you in a while. Are you okay?
Messages.
Yes, we do have one message from you. It seems to be from the mayor's daughter. We also have a letter for you that arrived yesterday.
Open it.
Okay. Yeah, and you hear them kind of tear open the letter and unfold it. It's from a Quincy Yarborough. It says here he's a reporter for the newspaper, was hoping to find a time to potentially get an interview for the case.
You know how I feel about those reporters. But what about the mayor's daughter, you said?
She had called, said that she got your number off of some card and seemed pretty distraught and wanted someone to talk to.
Give the number to me. And I'll call it.
She reads off the number to you and you kind of write it down.
I am writing it on the phone booth. Like I'm writing it on the side of the phone booth. Classic old school graffiti.
Perfect. You write it on the side of the phone booth.
And then I go, okay, love you, bye. And I hang up the phone. Is the guy who threw up still there?
No, they have since left.
Okay, cool. I hang up the phone and I look down and I'm like, oh, vomit. And then I'm going to turn to the side that I wrote the phone number on and I'm going to call her immediately. It's probably not the best idea, but I think that's what a drunk Nix would do.
That's fine. You ring through. It takes a couple times before someone answers. Hello?
And you hear that like sobering breath on the phone. Hey, honey, it's Nix Calhoun.
Oh, yes. Hi.
Good. You remember
I'm glad
me.
to hear from you. I called a few days ago, but they said that you weren't in. They said you were on a trip, I think. I don't remember.
Yeah, I was selling on the So, you call. What were you reaching out about?
We had to move the wedding up unexpectedly, and I wanted to make sure that you received your invite. To come. You were such a gracious host that I wanted to return some of the favor.
Oh, wow. Say more things.
I'm pregnant.
Oh, and I take a big step away from the phone, like so I don't. Like that's a big bomb. And I look back at the bakery and I'm like, oh shit, I really shouldn't be doing this. Yeah. I put the phone back to my head and I realize that I'm like in over my head completely.
Sorry,
right now.
I shouldn't dump that on anybody. It is still
No.
a surprise, to say the least.
Why is this a surprise?
Just didn't expect it to happen, I guess. I don't know.
You know what?
You
People
never
get
really
carried away before.
Right?
Well, yeah, you can't prepare. There's people get carried away all the time, honey. You know, there's no one's gonna be mad. You had a little premarital whoopee.
I hope not. I feel so awful. I heard about that what's her name? Elizabeth?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I know that well, at least she came with a couple of you to the party, so I also want to check in and see if y'all are like okay.
You're just so sweet. I'm worried about you. What does the fiance think about the bun in the oven situation?
He's excited. Still working a lot. I don't necessarily see him a ton, but hopefully that'll change afterwards once he's on his family payroll in a sense.
You know what? You don't strike me as the type of girl who is doted on by a bunch of friends. Is that right? It seems like your family may dote on you, but that you're not doted on much. Is that correct? Am I picking up on the right information?
Fair to say, I guess.
Great. Yeah. We're throwing you a baby shower. You got to come down to the bakery and come talk to me and my friends, and we'll give you the bakeries.
Okay, I probably could tomorrow if that's okay.
Come on down. Okay, see you then. Okay. And then she hangs up the phone.
Okay.
And she's going to run back over across the street and burst in and go, I fixed it.
You do understand that I have a phone here that you could have used, right? Several, actually.
They could have been tracking that phone.
Who did you even call?
The mayor's daughter.
That's one way.
Oh, and she's going to run back across the street.
Adrian's going to follow this time.
She's going to scratch out the mayor daughter's phone number on the side of the phone booth and then head back in. And then just kind of look at everyone and go, don't even worry about it. She's coming here tomorrow, and she's going to talk to us about why she's pregnant.
She's pregnant.
And why she never sees her husband, poor dear. And also why her father
got married?
A ritual. No, sorry, fiance. No, it's the wedding's been moved up.
That I am aware of. But when you say here, where do you mean precisely?
She looks down at where she's standing, and she looks back up at you and goes, just where I said.
Keon, you know that the wedding is in 2 days.
So you're telling me that the young lady whose wedding is in 2 days, who happens to also now be pregnant, is coming here tomorrow.
You're welcome. Fixed everything.
Okay.
We put the clues together, and I bring them to a head, and then this is what we wanted to happen, right?
Chavez turns around and walks back to the kitchen. It's just like, she's fucking pregnant. That turns this whole thing upside down. I can't kill a pregnant lady. That's go.
But I was like, I think Adrian's gears are turning again. Mm-hmm. I was like, what is the purest human being?
A baby.
Oh my God. Wait, did they plan her getting pregnant?
The sacrifice is the baby.
Then why kill your dear sweet friend who reads books?
Probably was a test.
A test? A test murder?
Chavez rolls their head back out of from the kitchen. Did she say that she has told anybody about this pregnancy? Because it might not.
How far along is her pregnancy?
That's
Chavez, roll an idea check for me as well.
All idea questions check. We
have an 80 in that.
Tomorrow. When she gets
sorry, this all questions.
69.
Nice.
Perfect. We have to reward that. As you think about it, and you having done illicit deals, there are a lot of times where there is sort of a test run to see if somebody can do something.
Oh.
To see if they're capable.
So my question about this. Have I heard of a ritual that follows these specific requirements?
Okay, to honor the 69, the ritual, like, things are coming into place where, and part of it is Adrian saying, like, the baby is a sacrifice, and that tricks in your head of the baby isn't what's to be sacrificed. It might be the end result of the sacrifice.
Oh no.
And you start to think through a little bit of what you saw with all the bloods and the string and this kind of like everything interconnecting to like the life that was Elizabeth Short. And
Oh no.
you have kind of that sense of, you keep thinking of the term like rebirth, regeneration, rebirth, recycle, like all those sorts of things popping into your head.
Oh no. And like Chavez is like a little flustered and like like does like a little retch. They have Did she say that the baby was a surprise that she wasn't expecting? Oh no, 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 no.
And that's where we'll take a break. See you in about 10.
Chavez having a meltdown. I hate it here.
No, it's great. It's fine. Okay. Chavez, you went back to where you'd been storing your poison cupcakes and figured out a bit of potentially what's happening. As we come back, it is early afternoon, like 12:30, 1 o'clock in the day. So still plenty of the day left for you guys. Well, what would you like to do with you have your gang here with you, at least?
Okay, so the mayor's daughter is coming tomorrow, so we can deal with that tomorrow. Tony, we should go back to the whole like reverend thing. I actually ran into him like at the library.
Yeah. Okay. Do we? Sorry. What was his connection to all of this? Even in the first place, do we know that he's connected to the
He
Shepherd's folk?
he doesn't seem connected with that. He is obsessed with having
A
Elizabeth Short's
funeral,
funeral.
like a memorial. Plus, he has a new
Oh.
church in town.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll let Agent be like, I remember he was looking for like abandoned buildings to start his religion journey.
Okay.
So if we start maybe finding some vacant buildings that's recently sold, probably be there.
Okay. And nobody's talked with this guy as to why he wants to have a funeral for this girl that wasn't even a member of his congregation, right? She didn't go. She
No.
never. Huh.
No, I don't remember Lizzie ever going to church.
Did Lizzie have a family that maybe is associated with this reverend that might want to have her funeral there, or
Not
is
that I
he?
know of. Like
Yeah,
they're
he
all the way on
does
the other
seem-
side of the coast.
Like,
Okay.
he just came into town a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Weird timing.
Then, yeah. Then I think it might be a good idea to pay this reverend a visit.
What's even his religion?
He's not Episcopalian. He's not Catholic.
He
I don't
never
know.
said it.
Southern
Who's
Baptist.
dead?
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we should go confess our sins, just in case it's Catholic.
Just in case.
Is there a way for Adrian to search all the any recent buildings, Minnesota stuff?
Roll history just to see if you can remember off the top of your head.
We're not having history.
You have 30.
Not nice. Well,
So something.
1.
God, new dice for you.
No, I was like, fine, I'll switch.
It's fine.
Do well
You
tonight.
remember that recently there's a church that had been abandoned for years called Christ Crown of Thorns that was recently sold?
That's so metal.
That's crazy. Just like you see Adrian just thinking, like brain blast moment. And it's like, there's one. What was it again?
It's called the Christ Crown of Thorns Church.
The Christ Throne Church. Is that one?
It is to the southwest slightly of LA, like on the edge of town.
Well, then I say we go ahead and we go pay this reverend at a Christ Crown of Thorns a visit. Just pop in real quick.
Is everybody going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nix, I think you should drive. Wait, no, you're drunk.
Yeah, you're drunk.
Excuse me? They do not need to be behind the wheel of anything.
I can drive. I'm a safe driver.
I forgot.
You are learning about driving as we speak. Am I right?
No, well, my books of vehicles something different.
Oh,
Just like I taught her.
reaches for
Right.
the flask.
Right.
I like how you drive.
Oh, but when I do it, everyone's all up in arms. And she's saying this as she's crawling into the trunk to take a nap.
There is.
Perfect.
Don't what,
Tony, maybe
worry.
you drive.
Okay.
I've
I'll
outfitted this trunk to be the most comfortable hangover rehabilitation, sensory deprivation, and like she's closing the trunk as
As it
she's
closes.
saying this.
Sensory deprivation.
Do you think this is the safest thing to ride around in right now? And points at the shot out window in
just
the back.
Hey, it just means that I can shoot out the back if they come again.
Okay.
And then they'll never know.
Give me a second. Runs back inside, goes under the in the floorboard where all the poisons are, grabs like a little extra cash just in case, and pulls out their pistol and and holsters it just in case.
Just in case. Of course.
Well,
Everyone
seeing that we
needs
are
a gun.
talking about possible shooting, I feel like I should be prepared as well.
all right. Bringing guns to church. Let's do it. And
Only way I roll in.
peel off.
You begin
I'm going back
to ride. Nix, it is very dark in the trunk, save for one white smile that you can see in the corner.
I am banging on the trunk to be let out. I don't think anyone can hear me. That's the whole point of how I built this trunk. I'm still banging on it to be let out.
Okay. It's just quietly there.
I'm like, I've pushed my whole body up against the exit and I'm just banging against it, not looking back over my shoulder and trying to make sure I'm not looking at the smile.
Any
I could-
vibrations you think we'll feel?
No idea.
It's a
Doubt
bumpy
it.
ride.
Yeah, I
somewhere.
highly
There's
doubt
not
it.
My God,
The
these
way I built
potholes.
this beautiful
Yeah.
car.
Suspension. There's, yeah.
I hope Nix is okay back there with these bumpy roads.
It might just lull her to sleep. Maybe this is good. It's like rocking.
Yeah.
So you don't feel the need
she's
to
fine.
converse or give any of your anxiety to it?
How long is this drive? So
About
honest.
45 minutes.
The
Okay,
edge of town.
So after 10 minutes of me screaming, I think it's more the fact that I'm more inebriated than I usually am.
Mhm.
That I think, I'm like realizing no one's hearing me, realizing the car isn't stopping, realizing my throat is starting to burn. And I'm just drunk enough that I turn over and go, what do you want from me?
What I always want. Your anxiety, your fears. I just want to make you smile, darling.
She's feeling mighty scared and anxious right now. I think, and drunk. Let us not forget. She's also inebriated. I think that factors a lot into this right now in this moment. I do think she would want the smile to take away some of what she's feeling because she can't get out.
Okay. Roll a sanity check for me.
I was hoping you wouldn't say those words to me. I got an 89.
That's not good.
Yeah.
That's a little bit over what you have.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Isn't it
You-
just?
begin to kind of let go of this anxiety you feel in the moment, right? Of like, I'm stuck in the trunk. I'm drunk. Like you feel like you have control over what's happening. And then the way that like sometimes grief and trauma just sneaks up on you, you begin to think of your mom leaving. You begin to really think about kind of the last time that you heard both parents' voices in the home. The yelling back and forth, the pleading to stay, and the very staunch, ignorant feeling of, you're holding me back. I need to go make something of myself. I'm not going to be stuck in bumfuck nowhere, North Dakota anymore. And it's kind of that moment of, and maybe being drunk helped this, of like your wall being down and letting go of too much. And you see the smile really begin to grow larger and larger in that moment before you're able to kind of like cut it off in a sense like, that's enough for now, for today. And then you slowly see the smile just kind of like fade back into,
Fade away completely.
almost like physically like backing away from you and kind of sitting in the corner.
I think there is something very vulnerable and very sick and very human in the way that Nyx kind of drags herself closer to it as it backs away and just kind of curls up in the fetal position as if to take comfort in its proximity as the next 35 minutes go by in darkness.
After you guys eventually get to the church, you will open the trunk to see Nyx curled up in the corner.
Honey, we're here.
Did you die?
You have a good nap?
You good?
I think very true to Nick's style. It's just like one long, slender fishnet hose leg that comes out with the heel at first, and then the other leg, and then a little hand that comes out to set in Chauvet's. But the hand that is supposed to be like the glamorous reveal is just like shaking, and you see that she's bitten her fingernails bloody down to the quick in the car ride over as she gets out and smiles and says, well, it's going to take more than a couple sips of my own hooch to put me down. You know what I mean? And she's going to just breeze forward.
Mm-hmm. And Chauvet, almost like a wisp of steam, you can see the smile exit out of the trunk, kind of fade off.
Oh, no. Oh, And Chauvet is just going to note all of that and follow behind, like, kind of somberly, but just doesn't want to bring too much attention to it with everyone here right now. But we'll go into their pocket and just like, I don't know if they would have had those on them, but they, okay. Goes into their pocket and like, just like grabs out a little, like a napkin or something and just leaves it in Nyx's hand.
Christ Crown of Thorns is a very dark built American Gothic style church. It has a small graveyard behind it. Overall, the architecture, while ornate, it is a smaller building as a whole. It definitely seems, from kind of the context of who's looking for it, if you were to think of like size, it's a starter church, right? It can't hold a ton of people, but it can hold enough. And you see on the inside, kind of flooding through the stained glass that faces the street, lights are on, and you see a car parked out front.
Is there anything outside of the building that like is advertising what denomination this church is?
Currently, no. You can see that at one point it was a Catholic church that they have since,
Right.
like you can see that kind of scratched out a bit on the sign. So you get the sense, definitely not that at least, but there's no like Baptist, Southern Baptist, Seventh-day Adventist, anything like that
Okay.
on it currently.
I want to get the group together, but like just before we go, and maybe as we're walking up the steps, and be like, "All right, obviously, I didn't know Lizzie, so if somebody else wants to take the lead on this, but at the same time, how do we want to approach this Reverend? This is Reverend Patrick.
Reverend Patrick Campbell.
Yeah, Patrick Campbell. How do we want to approach this Reverend Campbell? I don't want to spook the guy. Obviously, it's a little bit out of the ordinary that he wants to do this funeral, but I just don't want to freak him out. I don't want him turning us away.
Should we pretend that we are interested in joining?
That could work, but I wonder if that would open him up as much as we want him to. I don't know if he would give us a reason for why he would want to do this funeral if we just tell him we want to join.
Maybe we ask him if he needs help planning the funeral.
Okay.
I think that would work best for you, my dear, seeing that you were so close to.
Yeah.
And there's a 1,000-yard stare with Lorelai. She thinks back to that damn body crawling back at her.
Adrian Peck. It's Lorelai Shorter.
Charvet is looking at this church far more terrified than anything else we've seen today.
I think Nyx steps up next to Charvet after just kind of like cleaning up her makeup, not trying to actually wipe anything or blow her nose into it, but watching you look up at it. She comes up next to you, and with your like cloth still in her hand, she slides her hand into yours and gives it a squeeze and goes, "Now please tell me it'll take a couple more shots of that young librarian's hooch to scare you out of whatever's in there."
Well, it's not what's really in there, it's what it represents. And I don't want to burst into flames. But
Like, should we split up and somebody like go around back?
Absolutely not.
we've done that before and it didn't turn out well. Looks at the car.
Every time we have split up, something terrible has
So
happened.
we're all in the same
Oh, it's
location this time.
Yeah.
Adrian, if you're so fit to go off on your own. And
mean,
she
I
leaves
can.
the sentence unfinished and like looks at you.
I was like, I can if that's what you suggest.
Oh, it's certainly not what I would suggest, but if you want to do it, you're adult enough to try.
I was like, and try, I'll do. And she starts to get towards the back of the church.
Okay.
I think Nyx just watches her walk and goes, there she goes. Not nearly as smart as those books made her feel.
Charvet actually laughs.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, thank you.
Adrian, you're going off by yourself towards the back. The rest of you, are you going in? What's the plan right now?
Yeah, I think Lorelai will like lead the group in to make those initial talks based on like her connection with Elizabeth.
You open the door and it does have that sort of ominous like sound to it as it opens. There is kind of an initial warmth to the space as there are many candles lit around in different spots. None of them really have like a scent necessarily to them, so it just kind of has that burning smell slightly to it. But it casts like this nice orange glow inside. They're really old pews. Some of them are still kind of falling apart. And you look towards the front and you can see a man who's kind of like currently bent over with one of the pews, hammering in a nail, trying to fix it, put it back together. And he hears the door open and you hear him call out, just give me 1 second. I can be right with you. Oh, God. And you hear like a hammer drop and hit him. He's like, okay. Eventually rolls out, straightens up, and you see relatively moderate height, moderate build man with more of a almost jet black style hair, eyebrows, very clean shaven, very well put together as a whole. As he kind of looks up, he's like, Oh, and he meets eyes with Lorelai for a second and seems kind of surprised. And can I help you at all? Welcome. Sorry. Welcome. How can I help?
Well, I ran into you at the library earlier. Yeah, and you were planning the funeral for Elizabeth?
Yes.
Memorial?
I just believe that when anybody passes, they deserve to be memorialized. Is that the word? It's a word now.
Remembered.
Remembered. That's probably the right one.
Yeah.
Or I roll a history for me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a 72 out of 30. Nothing.
Okay. No worries.
And she just kind of goes,
Yeah. And I appreciate the sentiment. Everyone should be remembered in some way, hence why books were written and history things are kept. But how do you know Lizzie? No one normally just does this.
I had contacted some of the other organizations around to see if there were any that she happened to belong to, and no one really stepped up and claimed her at all. And I didn't want anything to be just. I didn't want nothing to be done. I think she's human. She deserves some sort of respite for herself, for her soul, right? Roll. Anyone listening can roll a psychology check.
I'm talking to him, so good luck me. God damn. Yeah, nothing.
Hey Teddy, what did you roll earlier? It was like a 99 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hit that too.
Oh, heck yeah. The Critical Failure Club continues to grow this session.
Love it.
Yeah, that's a critical failure on my end.
Okay.
Got a 44 under 50.
Thank God, someone.
Yeah.
Tony, anything
I
for you?
failed. I'm 64.
Your dice hate you.
They really do. I'm throwing these dice away, and they're nice. Got
Put
these
them in jail. Just lock them up.
Nix, you kind of get the sense that there is something more. He's kind of parading around the religious route in a sense and kind of hoping you buy it, but as someone who is proficient in bullshit, you can kind of see a bit of that happening right now. You get the sense when someone's being dishonest with you.
Yeah. I would like to. Okay. What I would like to do, because my persuade is better than my intimidate, and I'm learning how to be a good person, I'd like to attempt to walk up to him and persuade him to give us a little bit extra here. So what I say is I walk up to him and I'm like dabbing my eyes and I go, it's just so senseless when youth is taken away. Also fleeting, it's just so dramatic. I wish I could just make sense of it if there was some higher purpose or reason or ritual or I don't know, some way to make sense of all this. And she's going to attempt to persuade him to make sense.
Okay, roll.
Laura is very much looking at Nick's like, what?
What does a 0 on a D10 mean?
Did you roll a 0 and a 1 or a 0 and a 0?
A 0 and a 1.
It's a 1. So
I put on the waterworks. I step just into like the cathedral light where it's the glamour lighting of the era, the noir glamour, and I just let like one singular tear glisten, and I look up to whatever icon or idol is statued up ahead, and I just wish someone could make sense of it all for me. Oh.
Well, I certainly don't think that this is anything that God would intend for one of his people, one of his flock. That's not the way that he typically works overall.
Hearing him say flop, I don't know, something clicks in Lorelai, and she immediately, as Nyx is putting on the show, Lorelai points her finger and she goes, "Who's your god?"
Okay, make another history check.
Interesting.
With advantage this time, as you're really leaning in and looking.
Aha! That's an 8.
Okay.
Thank God.
You like take a step forward and you point and you say, "Who's your god?" And you recognize Patrick Campbell. Patrick Campbell was a suitor of Elizabeth Short back on the East Coast.
This guy.
You remember them talking at some point before that she had moved out. And you remember them having dated. And so that immediately clicks in your head of, oh, that's who this actually is.
And she leans in uncomfortably close with her finger, almost ready to like boop his nose. She goes and whispers, she goes, "I know who you are."
Look, she stopped sending letters, so I came out to check on her. I got worried that something might have happened, and clearly something eventually did happen. But I promise you, I know it looks bad. I just wanted to come and check.
Mm-hmm. Under the guise of religion, of all things.
A lot of things are done under the guise of religion.
Yeah, but not stalking a girl. And I say that as loud as possible. That way, if there is anyone in here, he's publicly shamed, because that's icky and gross.
It's not. It's okay. I guess in a way, it is stalking. I just got concerned. We were sending letters back and forth, and then she stopped sending them, and so I wanted to make sure that she was.
So you buy a rickety old building, come here and act like you are a pastor. To do what exactly?
It was truly just to make sure that she was okay. I don't know.
So it's a lot of dedication, buddy. Must have cost a lot of money for this church.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I was fully planning on paying back the loan.
Can I see if there are any of those little, like, shepherd crooks tattoos anywhere on him?
Yeah, roll spot hidden.
Okay.
Then Adrian, you're outside. You roll spot hidden as well.
Ooh, 23.
Okay. Is that a big success for you?
Yeah.
It's a hard success. Yeah. Great. No. There are no tattoos at all on him.
So then he seems like he's telling the truth. He's just super creepy.
You know,
I mean,
Patrick, don't you think that if, things were, I remember you guys were dating and she didn't talk about you. And don't you think that if, she meant a lot to you, you would have followed her?
I don't know. She wanted to come out here and be a star, and I just wanted to make sure that she was safe. I don't. I understand how it sounds, and I know it's wrong, but I don't. Adrian, make that spot hidden for me in this moment.
53.
53? Okay. You see 2 black cars roll as fast as possible, slam on their brakes, and begin to go into, rush towards the front door of the church.
Oh. Is there a back door?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I think Adrian's gonna.
You were peeking around the corner, and then you come back from it. Basically.
Yeah. I think Adrian's gonna run inside the church through the back door to try to make it to the rest of the gang before.
You bust in, and that's when he's like, "Look, I saw her at the party that night, and she left with a couple other people that I didn't know. I didn't know what they were doing. It seemed wrong. So I went with him, and I kind of saw a little bit of what happened, but I don't know if they saw me or not.
So you saw what happened, and you haven't told anyone yet?
Hey guys.
Adrian says, "Hey guys," as the front door of the church is kicked in, and you hear a shot ring out, and the Reverend slump over.
Immediately, I go for my gun and I go to the doors.
Okay.
Do I see it? Are they shooting from the street? Are they right in front of the church?
They're like coming into the front doors.
Okay.
So they're like the back of the church from you, essentially.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead
and the altar.
Damn.
I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay. Roll to see if you hit.
Damn, I was about to sock this man.
I think Angel's gonna head to the Reverend to see if there's any medical stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say, Chavez probably the closest at that point. Can I like stop the bleeding or like?
You can roll first aid to see if you can help. Nix, what are you doing?
Or just
I am going to. There's an altar in this building, right?
Correct.
I'm going to hide behind it.
Okay. You hide behind the
Also,
altar.
I'm diving now behind a pew as soon as I hear a shot.
Behind the pew with your pew pew.
Exactly.
Perfect.
Pew pew pew.
Perfect. Okay. Let's first do the two people who shot. What did you roll?
Yes, I failed. Can I push it?
Of course. Yeah. You can push it. With your pushing it, in the midst of you like freaking out and trying to go, you have the potential to shoot the Reverend.
Okay.
Again?
Is he in front of me? I thought I had gone for the doors.
Yeah, that's right. You said that. Okay. Then I'll say in pushing it, you could trip and fall and drop your gun and kind of lose a round, essentially.
Okay.
I got a 34 out of 45, so a moderate success.
Okay. Yeah. Roll your damage.
6.
Okay. You shoot and one of them immediately slumps against the back wall and begins to like slide down.
Nice.
Tony?
There's an evil laugh.
Tony, for you, what'd you get?
Yeah, we have that cool moment where Lorelai like gets a crack shot off, and then we cut to me like butterfingering my gun and like dropping it and being like, "Oh,
Fuck.
Tony, aren't you supposed to be good at this shit?
Okay, and then my two. What do we roll to check on the Reverend?
15 out of 30.
Okay.
Wow.
You get the sense that you could prolong his life, but he's not going to most likely survive.
It's fine. What did Taylor roll before I start?
Yeah, Adrian, did you roll for a first aid or anything?
oh, maybe.
Because you were one to check with you, right?
Yes. I rolled a 23.
Okay. You get that same sense. He is bleeding. He's shot in the chest. It's not necessarily immediately fatal, but like with pressure, you could keep him alive, but he's probably not going to live without some sort of like emergency service quick.
We know how long that takes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are going to return fire at people.
No,
Don't do that. What? Come on.
no.
They're going to first shoot the people who are helping the Reverend.
That makes sense.
I would like to say I would have tried to pull him behind you.
That's fine. They're still going to shoot towards
So
you.
just give us some cover at least.
Yeah, you get some cover at least. I'll have them roll a disadvantage, which helped you greatly because the first one was a 5. So don't miss the first one. There's 4 of them. An 82 won't hit anybody. And then a 60 will not either. So they ring out 3 shots quickly in succession. One of them hits the pew right above you, Lorelai. Like the wood splinters off from the bullet going through it and kind of rains down towards you. Tony, in your bumbling around with your gun, you kind of are able to stumble into a pew, just rings out towards where you were. Chavez and Adrian, y'all are pulling the Reverend back, and that's when you see a shot like hit the altar where you know Nyx is. And Nyx, there's like a bullet hole that comes right above your head, basically, through.
I checked to make sure my hair's not out of place.
I know
Still
I'm shooting back
immaculately
again.
perfect.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I know I'm shooting again.
Okay.
Chavez is going to like come over the Reverend and kind of like add pressure. Adrian, hold on. Just grabs hands, puts on wound, and starts like slapping the Reverend. Like, listen, baby, I don't know how much longer you got, but hey, stay with me. If you cared anything about that little girl that you so bought this whole thing for, you have to tell us what happened before you go on.
Okay. You are taking a shot, Lorelai, right?
Yeah.
Tony, are you also trying to shoot again?
Can I?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
So I rolled a 52, which is over my 45. I'm not going to push it. Can I spend 7 points of insanity to make it to 45?
You know what? Sure. As you are maniacally laughing in this moment and kind of losing that sense of who you are in a way, sure.
I haven't shot or anything.
Would you like to?
Well, not really. I think what I have in mind is grabbing my flask and coating the cloth that Chavez gave me in my alcohol. And there's candles around here, right? It's
Everywhere.
a church.
Yeah.
Yep. And boom. And I throw a Molotov cocktail at the flask.
Okay. Lorelai, roll your damage. Tony, did you shoot
5 points.
5 points of damage? Okay. You hit one. He doesn't die
Immediately
immediately,
slunk,
but he is.
But he's hurt.
You catch him like square in like the liver appendix region, and he is doubled over. Tony, did you?
I cannot do anything.
You're like, what the fuck are they shooting? And we're like, fuck y'all.
Okay, and then roll. God, what do you even roll for throwing something?
I don't
There's a
know.
throw. There's a throw skill.
You want me to
So
roll
roll-
for it?
Just to see if it goes exactly
Yeah,
where you're aiming
there is
for.
definitely a throw skill.
That's a 20 for you.
20 is hard to do well.
You got it.
You're gonna throw it. It just depends on if it goes where you're aiming.
Where else could it go, Lux?
Clunk, clunk, clunk.
There's a lot of places in
Don't-
this church.
It doesn't hit anything.
Okay, I rolled it. I can't look. Oh, what have I done?
No,
I
Somebody
just
had it.
fireballed in a room. Oh, wait. Okay, so 26. I'm
Spend
going to
this.
spend 6 points to get.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, I don't have a lot of sanity left. Do I need
No,
to
you
alert
don't.
you when anything's
Only when you get to
going
that
on?
12.
Woof.
You're not at 12 yet.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm not far. Okay, good to know.
Yeah.
Do you want some of my sanity?
I'm not nervous at all.
So Lorelai has a shot ring out that hits the guy in the gut. Chavez, you're talking with the Reverend on the ground as you see his eyes catch the bottle flying through the air. And you look up and you see it going. And you just hear him like, it's her fiance.
Her fiance?
A huge fireball explodes from the back. Tony, make a sanity check for me. As you hear people screaming in fire.
Oh.
Oh, I realized I was muted.
Oh.
That is a failure, Lux.
Okay?
Oopsies.
You feel the heat from the wave come out, and it is such a familiar heat to you. And you hear the sound of people who are covered in alcohol and currently lighting on fire and burning, and the screams that then mix with coughs as they can't breathe anymore because there's smoke and things filling up their lungs, coughing much like you cough now, but just stuck inside of a fire. And it takes you, I would say, probably a solid 10, 15 seconds to really come out of that shockwave and back into reality. You're gonna go down. Yeah. Okay, not bad. Only 4 points of sanity lost.
Okay. Yeah, I I slide. I imagine that this whole time I've kind of had cover by the doors of the church. As the fire kind of explodes out, I just slowly slide down the door, like down onto like sitting down on the floor. I've got like my gun between my knees, just sort of like 50 yards staring in front of me as like sweat starts beating down my forehead.
Hey, look. Can I also roll a sanity check?
You can. From the fire, from someone dying in front of you.
From the fire specific.
Oh,
Okay, yeah.
shit.
And what do I have to roll for
You have
sanity?
to roll
again?
under whatever your sanity is.
So my sanity is 65. You want to guess what I rolled?
That's
69.
66.
I did roll a 66.
You've been told this whole time that everything that you love is going up in flames. And everything is going to burn. And this is the first time, really, you've been around people who've done arson cases, like you've seen things like that, but this is the first time you've been in front of something immediately beginning to go up in flames. It
So
takes you a minute.
Chavez looking at the flames and it's kind of like a little like taken aback, and like flashes to like their childhood kind of pop up, and like the ritual shit that they've seen, and like the stuff from their mom that they've seen, and like they hear like the screams and this very distinct smell of burning flesh. And for a second, they are 6 again in their head, but then they come back into their body. And it's just like trembling still over Reverend Reaper here.
Which, in that moment of losing your sanity, you have let go of the pressure on their wound. And the Reverend has slowly begun to bleed out on the floor.
Who's not really a real reverend.
More Reaper, less of.
This old, mostly wooden church has now been lit on fire. What are you doing to get out?
How badly are the cops hurt?
One of them
After
is...
that. I mean, one of
them's currently being cremated, right? Because he was already
Love it.
dead. The one that you shot probably isn't able to get out on time, and the other 2 were directly in the line of that. And so if they are not... They were immediately severely burned. Like, they're not
Cool.
They're not
I just need
getting out.
I just need to make sure I didn't need to make, I don't know, some
There's no
additional
witnesses.
shots.
No, there's no witnesses.
Good. Laura's gonna be like, okay, we need to get the fuck out of here.
Roll a Constitution check, everybody. Tony at disadvantage because it is related to the smoke that is now filling the room.
My lungs.
Your lungs.
My lungs.
Ooh,
Hey.
14.
68.
Critical success. 10 out of 60.
Nice.
Can I spend some sanity to push to make this? Because I rolled a 46. I have a 45.
If you want to, yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and spend it.
As you
How much
tap-
did I
you
lose for
tap
that
in-
sanity check?
Yeah, you'll lose 3.
Okay.
So take down an additional whatever you want as you kind of tap into that otherness that you can feel to drive you forward.
Yeah, I failed.
Tony? Yeah. Tony is violently coughing in the middle aisle right now.
Yeah, I've picked myself up and I'm struggling to make my way to where you guys are at, but I am now just down on my knees, like clutching one of the pews, hand to my chest.
I remember that he has this issue. We talked about it in the cell in our first conversation. So I'm going to immediately. Is this the type of church, since it's been converted? Did they keep up with the holy water basin? Like, is there water in a place near me?
There's like a baptismal spot.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one of those
prayer cloths that's like always just hanging on some dais or something, and I'm gonna swipe it into the holy water and smash it over her dear coughing friend's mouth, and I'm going to hook my arm under his and just start going forward. I don't know if my body's going to actually move forward, but I'm going to try. He's bigger than me by a quite large margin, but I'm trying to mitigate the damage and pull him along with me. Not carry him, but pull him, get him to move.
As soon as the cloth goes over my mouth, I try to take a deep breath, but that immediately like puts me into like almost like an asthmatic kind of spasm. But I'm just sort of I'm still coughing, but I'm making my way along.
Yeah, between the two of you and you, I'll assume at some point if you're not making it, the rest of the group would help. Adrian does know of a back door to at least get out of the church.
Adrian's on the ground coughing.
Adrian is on the ground coughing though.
So Chavez has to make a choice between getting the priest out and saving Adrian.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay. I think if you froze, because Lorelai is like looking at everything happening, yelling for you guys, like, get the fuck out of here. She's gonna go, Chavez, leave the fucking body. He's dead. He's dead anyways.
And at that moment, realizing that there is no life in this body anymore. Adrian, hey, we gotta go now. Get up. Come on. And like hoisting Adrian up.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'm like, I feel like I'm like behind everybody, like pushing them. Like, come on.
Adrian or whoever wants to, someone give me a track roll. For how well everyone can, but it's for how well you can find the back door in all the smoke that is building.
Man, you're gonna make me try to find the back door. I feel like it was easy.
Nope, didn't work.
What if I don't have anything in tracking? What is that?
You have
again?
just the base 10.
Oh.
So luck. These what can we use whatever these luck points on?
You can spend some luck. I usually do like 2 luck for 1 point down, basically.
Okay.
Because I'd rather you guys spend your sanity personally. I will say this isn't the type of check where you're gonna die. It's just how long does it take for you to get out? You're still gonna get out.
Constitution. Fuck. I got a 20 out of 10.
No.
I got a 13 out of 10.
And I know I'm not pushing this.
No, I'll say that's close enough. It's going to take longer than you want it to. There's not going to be like another round of Constitution checks for it.
Thank God.
But it will be where you are bursting out of the back door as you see emergency services like pulling up, essentially.
Let's not go out to the
They
front.
don't seem to. No, they don't. They don't seem to notice you at all as they're focusing solely on the building that is engulfed in flame now.
Yeah, we're not going that way. Are there like woods or anything behind this church?
It backs up towards like a little bit of a wooded area that backs up towards the coast as well.
To the woods. Now.
You run into the woods.
Absolutely.
Leaving behind the sound of a crumbling building in on itself as you hear kind of that low rumble that comes out and feel like right as you get to the trees, a little bit of the dust kind of whoosh past you as it fully collapses in on itself, knowing that Reverend Campbell and several other bodies have been left inside to be found by the emergency services.
He wasn't going to play it alone anyway, so I mean, like...
So you're in the woods.
We need to catch our breath. We need to catch our breath. Hidden, of course.
Yeah.
Enough in. Catch our breath. Hey, how are we feeling?
Just big cough.
I think Nyx is generally worried about everyone, but her eyes keep straying to both Tony and Chavez. I think she could hear Chauvet talking to this priest before their death and could tell that was not going well. And then, of course, Tony losing a lung in front of me. I think I'm just kind of focusing on that and wiping like soot off of my face and such. I'm not really answering.
I'm sat on the ground still with the rag over my mouth, just sort of focusing on taking as deep of a breath as I can, just sort of controlling my breathing and trying to kind of get myself out of this episode. Lux, knowing what Scope has tried to tell me about the fire, now that we're kind of through the event, when the fire rang out, did I see anything, or was there anything untowards that I could have seen after the Molotov went off that was in the fires that might have kind of triggered the I mean, obviously the sanity loss is traumatic, but there's also the scope related aspect of that. Was there anything at all, or
there's something in it of, and it's kind of a flash that you saw in the moment of the first thing that really burned brightly on these people were their shepherd tattoos. And you start to remember seeing something similar to that in your own history.
Okay. I cough and I say, shepherd's crook on the oh, excuse me, the guys that came in definitely connected.
Okay, don't talk. You need to like breathe. Well, I guess good thing is that they're all dead. But bad news. Bad news. We're more targets. Yeah.
Chauvet will set Adrian somewhere that they can sit and like breathe and catch their breath. And immediately Chauvet starts like pacing back and forth, and it's just like, told me never to go baback into a church. If it does go back into a church, it's gonna catch flame, and so everything's gonna burn. And like self-fulfilling prophecies. Okay. Now we're even more brought into the okay. And pauses. The priest he says something about the about the fiance, and he just wouldn't say anything else before he moved on. I think her fiance might have had something to do with the reason why all of this is happening.
Okay, deep breaths. Deep breaths. Okay, that is a later conversation.
Okay.
Take care of ourselves first.
Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine.
Adrian, what about you?
I'll be good. All right.
Roll a psychology, Chauvet, as you see Lorelai say, I'm fine.
I'm currently like, why are you fine?
Yeah, roll psychology on that.
I don't know. Divine intervention.
Divine intervention.
Is that something good? Almost good?
I want to push this.
Oh shit.
Oh shit.
Okay.
I'm willing to
fine.
spend sanity for it if possible.
I'll say if you push it, you're not going to understand why Lorelai is okay. And I'll leave it up to you whether or not that reaction initiates fear or anger at Lorelai.
That's good. I gotta roll.
Like the options.
I'm sitting here, I'm like, I got a 23. I needed a 20. So I'm like,
Oh.
It's up to you.
yeah, let's run it.
Okay.
So, as Chauvet is looking at Lorelai, all of us are in some type of a way of haggard, distressed, coughing up a lung. Why are you fine? Why is everything okay with you right now? Shouldn't you be a little bit more concerned? How are you okay?
Honestly, I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe.
It's you're having fun with this, aren't you? This is part of that whole I want to be a part of things shtick, isn't it?
Okay. I do want to be a part of a secret society, and this has been the most interesting and exhilarating thing that
Your
has happened.
best friend died, and this is exciting and exhilarating for you?
Well, I'm obviously really upset about that. That's why I was actually gonna do something about the priest, but someone got to it before me. Well, he wasn't even a priest. She used to date him. But he wasn't that great. So, but this is like everything in the movies. This is everything. I mean, yes, it's real life, and yes, it's dangerous, but
Lorelai. And Chauvet turns you around and points towards the billow of smoke.
Mm-hmm.
People have died. People are going to continue to die. This is not like those fucking movies that you enjoy so much or those books that are in that damn library. This is real, and people will continue to be hurt behind something that you so desperately want to be a part of. This is not a game.
She'll sigh.
but they were bad people.
Was your best friend a bad person?
No.
Then, but she died because of these people.
Which is why we...
And she's gonna literally point at the church and go,
And that's why they're dead.
But you see, what I'm saying is those bad people are still going to hurt innocent.
Not unless we take them down first.
Okay. There's no getting through to this one. And then starts chanting.
Tony, give me a spot
on the
hidden.
corner.
Tony, give me a spot hidden.
Oh.
As you see them gesture to the church, right? They're not. This isn't a quiet conversation they're having together.
Yeah.
she's losing her mind. It's fine. This is gonna get crazier from here.
That is a success.
You see, he points to the church in this moment, and you can see all these different cars pulling up through the trees, and y'all can still have a visual of it, but you feel safe and hidden. And you see Quincy's car roll up, the reporter, and get out and begin to talk to people and kind of poke things around, and you see him generally trying to get answers as to what happened.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that information to myself. I just sort of glance over. I almost, as I'm kind of moving my head around too much and looking at things a little too closely, I almost start feeling like I'm gonna have to throw up. And I just sort of I keep that to myself.
Okay. So currently we're in the woods with no car. The car was still out front where the emergency crews have rolled up.
I just can't keep a hold on my baby. Okay. I think being in the woods and seeing everyone really reeling from my brilliant idea of saving us all in a time of crisis, it had more effect than I really thought it through to have. So I think Nyx is uncharacteristically quiet because she can't get blamed if she doesn't say anything. So she's walking kind of like the perimeter, waiting for everyone to get their theories out, get on the same page, rest up. And she's looking for a way, kind of like a desire path or something, like a way that looks like someone has frequently gone. So maybe they can also follow it, maybe back to the car, maybe to a second location, but to like better get their bearings once they don't need to be in the woods anymore. Because I don't want to go back the way we came towards the church. I think the place could be swarming with people looking for us now.
Okay. Yeah, you can roll a spot hidden, I guess. Let's see.
Okie dokie. Kia. That is an 11.
Okay, good. Yeah, it takes you a second, but you can see that there is, like, the church itself is kind of halfway up a hill, in a sense. And you can see kind of a path down to the bottom that leads to a like major thoroughfare where like you figure you could hop on a trolley. Like, there's a couple different ways to get back to somewhere if you head downhill from this.
Yeah. I lean forward and I kind of like track the path a few steps, but making sure to stay in at least earshot of my group. Then once I can track where it goes to, I shout back, "Well, don't look now, but I think I can smell civilization. Who's up for corn dogs?" And she's gonna like try and get the gang up and moving down towards the main road.
Okay. What y'all do?
Not corn dogs.
Adrian gets up. Oh, corn dog.
Damn it.
Right.
I'm a little bit packaged.
They're this hot new commodity. If you've never had one before, I know they're pretty new, but they're delicious. You take one solid frank and you pop it into some batter, you deep fry it, eat it up. It's so good.
Oh. I heard of them, but never tried it before.
As I'm getting up, Lux, I still have Quincy's business card that he gave me, right?
Right.
I want to take it out of my coat pocket and I want to take a look at it. It shows what, like, newspaper, like what does it have written on it?
It says junior reporter, LA Times.
Okay. Does it have a phone number?
It does.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put that back in my pocket.
Okay, yeah. It has two. It has like a general line, and then it has like his specific desk phone number.
Okay, cool.
So we begin making our way down.
Yeah. Corn dogs sound nice.
It's, in an odd way, peaceful to walk down. Like, you're in nature. Eventually, the sound of like embers going out and the wails of sirens and people trying to dig through the rubble fades. There's kind of a moment of initial peace and quiet before you get into the rumble of just the city itself and the hustle and bustle of people, the dings of trolleys going by, and you have just kind of a quiet moment to catch your breath before you arrive out of the woods behind a bench behind where people would be for trolley.
Is there a bathroom nearby, or like a wash area by chance?
Yeah.
A Chauvet has blood on their hands.
Yeah. Probably on your body, too.
We'll see.
I would say that there is. Let's see, what is it? Yeah, there's a restaurant that you happen to know the owner of, relatively nearby. Know them from both being in the food industry and in the fencing industry.
What's my relationship with this person?
It's like not quite competitors yet, because you're on such another side of the city that there's no run into each other, so it's cordial, right?
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't like to bring attention to us, but Adrian and myself do happen to have a decent amount of blood on us, and I think that would draw far more attention to us that we do not want right now. Like you said, we are even more suspects right now. I think if we head over here, I know of a friend of mine who would probably be able to help us out with this a little.
Yeah. This.
We already have people looking for us.
And we smell like a barbecue.
Yes, we do. So if you can follow me, and Chavez is going to take them to the back of the establishment, and not with their hands, but give it like a kick, like 2 kicks with their heel, and then elbow the top of the door.
Okay. And the person who runs this is Nina's coffee shop. Nina opens the door. Oh, been busy?
Sadly, my dear. Can you help?
Washroom's upstairs. Come on.
Thank you.
And
Don't ask too many
slowly lets you
questions.
in. Gets a pot of coffee going. Upstairs, there is a space where you can see people would be like playing poker. So there's a table to sit down, and there is like a full, almost like a studio bedroom there that has a sink, it has a shower, things like that, where you can do what you need to clean off. And eventually she brings up some coffee, some baked goods, things like that to kind of set down on the poker table. I don't have anybody expected to be here for a few hours, so take your time.
Thank you, Nina. I would just say, be careful with who you do business with currently. There's people who might be out for you just as much as they are out for us.
I always stay ready.
Now, with that being said, do I know if Nina also works with the mayor?
To your recollection, no. It's one of those things where they're like a little bit behind you in the career path that you both have. So
Fair.
not quite like to the level to be working with the mayor yet.
Just one.
Yeah.
Okay. After Chavez has wiped off all of this minutia. Okay, so what are our next plans?
Well, you know that sweet girl, that poor girl's coming to your bakery tomorrow. We could just ask her about her fiance. We could ask if she's surprised to be pregnant. I don't know how you delicately ask a woman if you just woke up one day and felt a little virginal Mary, but we could slide the question by her, see what her expression looks like. We have a lot of questions and no answers, and Mayor's daughter's our best bet.
If she's still alive come tomorrow.
Why
It's
wouldn't she be
true.
alive by tomorrow? You know her daddy's going to keep her alive till at least the wedding, which is 48 hours from now. 24 is way less than 48. I know that from the one book I read.
Well, darling, it's the simple fact that the last time we had a conversation with somebody walked in and killed them. So, if they think that the daughter may be coming to speak to us to clear our names or make sure that she does not die within 48 hours, then there's a possibility that she may die soon.
You know what? What if we just didn't let that happen? That's what I'm thinking. I'm on the level. Listen here. What if we get that back door of yours to get my car pulled up to the back of it, and when she shows up, usher her straight out the back, quicker than you can shake a stick, and then we're off into the sunset for a nice cruise. They can't catch us if we're cruising, not with me at the steering wheel.
One problem with that, your car is back there.
Oh,
It's
for
gonna
now.
Be impounded.
Oh, no, my team wouldn't let that happen to me, not to my baby. I mean, it got impounded before, and that's how we currently got it. But that was a different time, fellas. Listen here. I can call my team. They'll get right on it.
Nina? Can we borrow a phone, please, Doc?
Yeah. And it has to be wired still, so she'll bring it kind of halfway up, and that's like the extent.
Long-
It's like halfway.
long-
up there.
As she walks up with it, I just take it and start dialing the number. Remind me, because it's been since our very first session that I've interacted with this person. My right hand man who works down at the speakeasy at the Dish. Is it Johnny?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so. I just wanted to make sure. I called Johnny, which means I'm calling the dish because he goes in early for inventory to get things ready for open. I call Johnny and I go, listen, Johnny, my car's at the church. Go grab it for me, will ya? And then I'm like, oh, shit. My car is where the church used to be. If just follow the smoke, boy, okay? Bring it round to the bakery tomorrow. Have it ready for me. Make sure it's full of gas. And don't touch my stash under that driver's seat. You hear me? Not again.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, that was a one-time deal. I apologize. And you kind of like hear a muffle, and you hear kind of a couple of shouts. I got people on it.
Thanks, Johnny. You're the sweetest. You're a real gem. And then I hang up by like slamming it back onto the girl's hands who's like holding the phone. And then I pull out a $5 bill and I like tuck it in so that the phone holds it. And I go, thanks, sweetheart. You're a real doll. And I turn around and I go, now what are we going to do about these murders? Again, I'm not very good about like waiting until someone leaves the room. So as soon as I tip her, I turn around and I'm ready to go into work action mode.
Just like I said, Nina, don't ask many questions. It's not good for you. Okay.
Well, it seems like there's not really all that much left to look into outside of waiting for this pregnant lady to show up tomorrow. I can't think of any other leads we might have.
Back. Let's take it back a little bit. I know we've talked about the mayor's daughter potentially being murdered. They're not going to do that. She has to get married. She has to have the baby. If anyone's going to be doing the murdering of her, it would probably be us, not the other people.
Why would we murder the mayor's daughter? What reason would we have?
I don't know. I wouldn't do it. But if we're the suspects of a murder that we didn't commit with a bunch of guys that are part of the secret society that the mayor is involved with, you don't think they would think that maybe if they find out that she's coming to visit us, potentially, either they're not going to let her under mysterious circumstances, or we're going to have more people coming after us, more than we already do. Unless, of course, we just go to the mayor's, wherever the daughter is, wherever she lives, and
Good
just...
idea at all. I don't think that's smart at all. I don't think there's a single reason why we should even take ourselves over to the mayor's mansion and cause any hullabaloo over there. Okay. We'll figure this out.
You sit and you think for a bit, and you have some good coffee. And one, it's somewhat sobering, right? And it's kind of at this moment you see the sun going down in through a window, and there's this nice moment of peace from the whole day, getting shot at multiple times, running out of a building that who knows how it caught on fire, that suddenly caught on fire. And you have just kind of this nice moment of the golden hour, sipping coffee and trying to figure out what to do next. And that is where we'll end this session of Dahlia.
Yeah.
We'll see y'all next week to see what they might have come up with between now and then. Because I don't think it'll always happen at the end of our scenes in sessions, depending on how it goes. We'll go back around again and let everyone say hi. So we'll do verse order. So Meadow, Taylor, Heather, Keon, and Teddy.
Well, howdy. I have been Meadow. I am Meadow and will hopefully continue to be Meadow in the future. You can find me everywhere on the internet that matters at Howdy Love Darlin' or Howdy Love Darlin' GM. I am a TTRPG performer, professional game master, and TTRPG designer as well. And this has been the most fun to play Nyx. I didn't think she'd drink anything that could get her drunk, but with a failure that strong, we had to lean into it. So that was so much fun. Thank you so much. See you next week.
Hi, Hi, I'm Taylor, aka Smokey Taylor. I've been playing AJ Brandy. I'm a Black variety content creator. You can follow me everywhere as Smokey Taylor. Stuff on Twitch is Smokey Taylor Games. Yeah, and excited to play more of my girl Brandy.
Hey, I'm Heather, also known as Midnight Hather, which is where you can find me everywhere online. I've been playing Lorelei Clay, who apparently really is enjoying the chase. I'm also a professional game master. I stream online, typically world building and other TTRPG fun stuff. So catch me on Twitch at some point.
Hello, hi, I am Keon. I go by Brother Keon across all of the internets, and you saw me today playing Chave, who may have their eye out for Lorelei and that don't really trust them right now. We'll find out. But if you enjoy what I brought to the table today, you can find me across. Actually, I can't say shit. You can find me over on Batty Bards GMing for World Replica, my digital isekai where I get to torment all of my friends, and it's great. And I'm creating a little bit of a spider web of things. Or you can catch me over on Roll D5 hosting Roll D Talks, where I get to talk to indie TTRPG creators and game designers. So yeah, that's where you can find me.
All right, and last and certainly least, according to my die roll today's, I have been Teddy. You can find me on YouTube at Teddy_last name. I make video essays about all kinds of different things that I find fun and interesting, and you can find me on Blue Sky under the same name.
And I've been Lex. Join the Discord. We post casting calls all the time there, so you might end up being tortured by one of us one day. And it's just a fun place to come hang out. And we'll see y'all next week. What a time.
What a time.